Hey, what's going on, guys? It is me, PlatinumQuinn, and I'm here with just a quick video of the top, like, 5 or 10 skins that I regret buying. And as you can see, I have a pretty full locker. I've spent over $1,000 on this game with pickaxes and just everything included, like gliders, the Founders Edition, as you can see right over here. Like, and I'm just gonna go through the top 5 or 10 skins that I regret buying as a purchase, and that I don't want to refund them, or that I can't because the time expired on them. Alright, so without further ado, we're gonna start things off with the Leviathan. See, the Leviathan skin was cool. It came out back in Season 3. It was a pretty cool idea. Me and my friends made some memes with it. But all around, just super bright and super easy to point out. I personally don't like the skin because, like, whenever you're running from behind, it looks super weird. Not really much that matches it. Alright, so that was number 5 or 10. Going over, Moisty Merman. I rocked him for a couple of games. He was a cool skin for a bit, but then he just got, like, really old and overused, and I just haven't used him. And granted, it was a cool skin when it came out, but not really anymore. Number 8, shocker, surprisingly, is the Red Knight. Like, I love this skin. I've had it since Season 2. It looks absolutely amazing. But since they brought it back, you see a lot of people rocking it now. Like, and then once more people started using it, I realized how subpar the skin was for $20. Like, if you take a look here, the head is super big on it, and, like, granted, it's a really cool skin, but bottom line, I'm not really that big of a fan of it. Alright, so another skin I regret buying is the Vertex. Yeah, it was cool. Looks like the flash whenever you run with the lights and everything, but it's just a really bad skin. And the only reason I bought this skin was because I thought it was going to be like the power cord and not come out in the shop again. That's why I also bought the Oblivion and the Criterion, because I never thought they would come out again. But the skins come out again, and it's really not that great of a skin. It's just subpar. Just should be like a purple or maybe a blue skin, and I regret buying it. Another skin. So number 7, or number 6 now, is the Criterion. Like, this was a cool idea. The female version of the Carbide looks cool, but if you match it with its back bling, just doesn't fit right, and it doesn't look good at all. Like, really, you couldn't put any back bling on this to really make it look that great, and that's why I regret buying it, because you can't really do anything to make this skin look great. Alright, another skin I regret buying is the Rabbit Raider. Granted, this was an Easter exclusive, and it should have stayed that way, but it didn't, because it came back into the shop like a week ago, and my first thought was, this skin is sick. But when it first came out, it had the ear glitch where the ears would flop all over the place, showing wherever you were. They fixed that, but then, like, there's really nothing about the skin that makes it look great. Like, yeah, it's an off-brand Michael Myers, but as a bunny, but just doesn't look that good. And that's why I regret buying it, because really nothing goes with it. No glider, trail when you're diving down, no back bling, really nothing goes with it. Um, Another skin I regret buying are the $5 starter pack skins. The Rogue Agent, which granted this is honestly a pretty cool skin, but it should have been like a blue rarity. And the Wingman. This skin is just absolutely terrible. The only reason I bought this skin was for the 500 V-Bucks that came with it. That's the only reason I bought this pack, and I've never used the skin. I've never wanted to use this skin just because it looks terrible. Another skin I regret buying isn't the Nightlight, it's the Lightshow. And the reason for this one is I just honestly don't like the design of it. Mainly because the colors are super different. Like this one, you can see like some sort of pattern. You can see a pattern that goes with the skin. This one just doesn't have a pattern at all. Granted, it's a cool skin, but you stick out like a rose and just a pile of weeds. Like, you are noticeable from halfway across the map. Alright, another skin I regret buying is the Steel Sight. So, me and one of my friends bought the skin together because it looked really cool in the shop, and the squat kick emote was out at the same time. And this was really cool at the time. It was back in the start of season 4. So we're like, oh, sick, the skin is really cool. But once you play with it for a while, you realize the skin is terrible. Like, the front has no pop out design, but not too pop out, like the Lightshow and the Nightlight. But like, it's just a bland skin, looks really bad, and I regret buying it. Another one I regret buying would probably be the Bright Gunner. The only reason I bought this skin was for the Bright Bag, so I can pair it with the Bright Bomber, which Epic has milked the crap out of these two skins. They've come back into the store so many times, it's basically killed the tryhardness and like the greatness of those two skins. Like, this skin, if it would have came out like one time, that would have been great. But since they constantly bring out the Bright Bomber and the Bright Gunner, it just ruins the skin. So like, now I don't even use it at all, and it's pretty sad because I used to love the Bright Bomber, and don't get me wrong, I still love it. I still pair it with like the Red Knight Shield or the Royal Squires, or the Royal Knight or the Blue Squire Shield. And it just looks really good together, but Epic's milked the crap out of these two skins, and I regret buying them. Another skin I regret buying is the Bandolier. So this skin, I saw gameplay of it, and I thought it was a really cool skin. But then the more I played with it, I realized it was just like an off-brand default skin without its shirt. Like the camo, like the texture camo, like the texture of the camo on his pants are just ugly. He just doesn't really have anything that like stands out like, hey, this is a really cool skin. And that's what I hate about it. Another skin I regret buying would probably be the Hound. So this was a St. Patrick's Day skin, and I love this skin. I use it all the time, or I used to. But then, since Epic likes grabbing money, they brought it back into the store and just ruined it. Like, I saw a bunch of Hound skins, which I hated seeing because this was such a good skin, and then it's basically what happened with the Red Knight. So many people started using it, it just became a terrible skin, in my opinion. Another skin, and this is probably going to be the final one, would probably be the Magnus. If I could go back to when the Magnus came out, I wouldn't have bought him, but instead I would have bought the pickaxe with him. because the pickaxe looks sick. The Magnus just looks like the Huntress, but a way of selling it better, if that makes sense. Like, it stands out a lot more because of the horns. So, like, here, I'll show you guys the Huntress real quick. Like, she doesn't really stand out at all. Like, granted, she's unique, but this guy, Magnus, is just so Huntressy style and so big and bulky and lengthy with like his horns and his whole body set that it just makes the skin stand out, and I regret buying it. Well, that is my skins that I regret buying. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you did, leave a like, and I'll be posting a video of the 10 skins that I loved purchasing and that they were my favorite purchases. But if you guys did enjoy, leave a like, and I will see you guys in the next